you cannot have the PSL if you're not talking about Lahore Qalandars. That is for sure. If there was any thing you could say PSL is equal to, you had to say Lahore Qalandars, because they are the most loved sides in the entire world. I mean, talk about their owner, Rana Fawad, who is already a sensation, not becoming, I must say, a very dear friend. He's been here and on and off as well, and we've got a lot to talk about. But, you know, the man who has been the brains of the operations has really led the side well. If you look at the improvements that they've taken since season 1 up till now, season 6 that we're going through, and the picks that they've made as well, I think we owe a lot to this man who's bringing us the real flavor of PSL, and I must say a real devastating amount of players that we are seeing in the team, courtesy of their picks. He's none other than the CEO of Lahore Qalandars, Mr. Sameen Rana. Sameen bhai, assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Sports Extra.
Thank you very much, Abbas, and very kind of you.
Right, Sameen bhai, first of all, I think I cannot start by saying anything else, but I have to ask you about your platinum pick. Unfortunately, it's not going to be available for a couple of matches, but how important do you see this for Lahore Qalandars?
You see, Rashid's availability at the moment, is subject to the series against Zimbabwe versus Afghanistan. So the homework which we have done, that series is not yet confirmed. So there might be a possibility that he will be available to Lahore for a full season. If that series went ahead, then definitely he will be available to us from 5th March onward till the finals, which is the business end of the tournament. And I think it is very, very important for Lahore to have him. He is he's the best spinner in the world. And the beauty of this whole combination is that we got the top 3 wicket taker in year 2020 in the shape of Haris Rao, Rashid Khan, and Shaheen Shafridi. So we couldn't be more happier than having the champion bowler with us.
Sameen bhai, there is something about Lahore that definitely packs a punch, and because you mentioned these top 3 sensations as well, if we see some of your retentions, you've also retained Dilbar Hussain. Just talking about the bowling in particular, David Wiese can bowl brilliantly as well, very much needed. Mohammad Hafiz himself can bowl. So if you look at, and people have been, and I think stats and cricket pundits all around the world have actually stated that Lahore has one of the best bowling sides right now if we talk about league cricket. How important do you think it is for a T20 franchise to have one of the most devastating bowlings in world cricket?
You see, we have learned our lesson, and as you can also remember that season 1, which for PSL, when we went ahead, the basic problem we had in that season, we had all the likes of Fields, Bravos, and big batsmen, but the bowling was a problem. And I think the journey which Lahore Qalandar has took in the leadership of Atif Javed is quite remarkable, because what we did was we produced our own fast bowlers, and we have not only provided fast bowler to Lahore Qalandar, but they end up serving to Pakistan as well in the form of Shaheen Shafridi and Haris Rao. Now, to talk about Dilbar, he was an emerging guy, and he took 14 wickets without any experience of a first class, without any experience of any club cricket. He came directly to PSL, took 14 wickets. He was the 3rd highest wicket taker, played in emerging category, and look at he became a gold player. Even without playing any first class game, he became a gold player. So credit must be given to Atif Javed for all the dedication and hard work which he has done. And in cricket they say batsman wins you games, but the bowler wins you tournaments. And this kind of a bowling attack, touchwood, I have not seen even with the international team rather than franchises.
Sameen bhai, do you believe that's going to be the case? Because I think probably Lahore has the most amount of support in the PSL, not just in Pakistan but throughout the world. And the fact is that these fans have really been there for Lahore since season 1.
First of all, Iqbal bhai, Assalamu alaikum, and you're right, he said he's encyclopedia, and I also try to learn a lot from him. Lahore will try definitely their level best to, to do one step further and do one more game to win the trophy. And I think with our selection, what we primarily have done is we have tried to create a balanced team, which will provide us a flexibility to counter all the opposition. So we are pretty confident that the kind of a balance we have in the team and the kind of all-rounders we have in the team, plus the top quality bowling, Lahore has a very good chance to be successful in this season.
Inshallah, we hope so as well. Sameen bhai, thank you so much for your time at Sports Extra, and indeed thank you so much for giving us the slogan of the Madam Mast.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was COO of Lahore Qalandars, Mr. Sameen.